hot nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all. To my buddy Big John and G, the Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming. So, 20-sided Warriors stopped by, and they're just making a little pit stop, and they're coming back upstairs. They're getting something at the deli, and then we are going to be talking about something we've only just dipped our toes into a little bit recently. We want to make a more permanent thing here on the show for us and for you, and that is another episode of The Shelf of Shame. Yes, now I don't, although some people do, I don't actually have a shelf of shame, a physical shelf of shame. The concept of it is the shelf that you put your games until you get to play them. And sometimes games can accumulate there and never get played. Yeah, it's a sad, it's a sad thing for a board game. It's the equivalent of a board game oubliette. Yeah, look that one up. So we are doing another one of these shelves of shame, and in this one, the 20-sided Warriors. Last time it was just me giving you three options. This time, I got three 20-sided Warriors that are each going to give you one option. Their game, their current number one game that they would love to get off the shelf, onto the table, to have an awesome, hopefully awesome, day of gaming. Alright, so the 20-sided Warriors will be getting back in a few minutes. We're going to finish setting everything up here, and then we will see you down at the table. Yes, indeed. So thank you for joining me and the 20-sided Warriors down at the table. So they each have something they want to sell you on. What game is going to be taken off the shelf of shame next?
So my selection is Firefly Adventures, Brigands and Browncoats. This has been sitting on the shelf for I don't know how long at this point, but it's been there for a little bit. The reason I've been wanting to get this to the table is a couple different reasons. A, I love Firefly. Obviously, I got on board a little bit late on that train because I was young when it came out, so I didn't watch it at the time. But I came back, came around to it a couple of years ago. I was like, oh, this is one of the greatest things of all time. So of course, late to the train. But the reason why I've been wanting to get this out is because more about the components that are within the game itself. So the way that the way that things are inside, it's combat miniature game using these things as part of the board setup. But these are the same components that are used inside the box to contain all the pieces. So it's everything within the box serves a functional purpose. So I want to see how that plays out with the game. I also just really want to see how the dynamic is, because it's supposed to be a cooperative game, but the cards are double-sided, so you can play like the heroic side, or you can play the casual side. So it's like, what kind of stats are you going to use for your character? So I'm interested to see how that plays out too, because if you have more casual people playing, and then you have a couple of the more heroic side, like how are those dynamics going to play off of each other? So is it going to turn into more of a complete cooperative game? Is there going to be sort of this underlying maybe competitive aspect of like, well I'm trying to do all these heroic actions and you're just sitting there doing nothing, I'm just going to go in and do it myself? Is that going to get you killed, or is that going to get you win you glory at the end? So interesting mix of things. I really feel like you get the feel of playing a character within Firefly, because you really are doing the, are we going to go be big heroes, right, or are we just going to, am I just in this for the money at the end of the day? So really interested to get this to the table for the functionality part of it, and for just the thematic aspect of, will you be a hero or will you be a pirate?
All right, T-Bone, what is your pitch?
I think the name on the front says it all. I mean, who in the world doesn't know who or what Batman is or what he's about? Who doesn't want to be Batman, or who doesn't love Batman? Well, the characters around Batman here don't love Batman. So if you ever wanted to actually be one of the villains of Gotham, and see if you were actually smarter than the Bat, this is going to be the game that should be actually taken off the shelf. Much like Nathan Fillion's career. This is why this is on the shelf. Batman, never on the shelf. You know why? Because Batman is universal. Batman is timeless. Who doesn't like to thought about smarting the Bat? And in this game, that's what you're going to do. You're going to be one of these 4 iconic villains that we all know very well. You're going to want to try and outsmart the Bat and see if you actually get away with it. Obviously, you could be the Joker, you can be the Penguin, you could be Two-Face. I mean, these are all legendary characters that we all know about. Nobody really knows about Firefly, not even Fox TV. All I'm going to say to you is, this is the game that needs to be played, and if you need any extra incentive, I want you to go somewhere on YouTube and find the opening theme to Batman the Animated Series. That says it all. Good day.
All right, so Oregon, now what do you have to pitch?
Well, now that we've had all this nonsense about Batman and Firefly, we're going to a board gamers game for board gamers.
How dare you?
By Eric Lang. Legendary. Blood Rage. Draft mechanics, area control, Vikings killing each other, Ragnarok destroying the world. I mean, what's not to love? It's
Game.
Well, it's everything you love. Without these hokey hooks. We don't have to be like, well, you want to play this game because it's Batman. Oh, you want to play this game because it's Firefly, which, got canceled. I mean, woe is me, Firefly. No, this is a great game. We need to get it to the table.
All right, guys, I think those are 3 awesome picks. Obviously, they're in my collection because I love the whole concept, everything about these games. And any one of these get picked, I will be very, very happy. So remember, everyone, you are voting with your comments down below. You vote which game will be taken off the shelf of shame and will be brought to the table, and we will do a live playthrough of that game. So get down right and below in the comments. Let us know. Tell your friends to come over, watch the video, and vote for your game to help you win. And we're going to see which one of these knuckleheads, which of these nerds is going to get their dream with the game hitting the table. So thank you for checking us all out on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Twitter. Thank you for liking, for commenting, for sharing, and subscribing to us here on YouTube. I'm Big Johnny G, and these knuckleheads are the 20-Sided Warriors. And we are out of here.
Dance for our amusement. Music. Bat music.